Imagine transforming your parched garden into an oasis without draining our precious water resources. Picture a barren, drought-stricken landscape, scorched and lifeless under the relentless sun. Now envisage that same landscape, reborn. It's teeming with life and color, a lush, vibrant garden brimming with drought-resistant plants, flourishing even under the harshest conditions. A remarkable transformation, achieved not through the excessive use of water, but through the smart selection of resilient water-wise plants. Welcome to the world of drought-resistant gardening. Meet the heroes of this transformation. As we journey into the world of water-wise gardening, let's get acquainted with the stars of the show. These are the drought-resistant plants, each one a marvel of nature's resilience and beauty. Let's take a quick parade through some of these amazing survivors. First up, we have the ever-charming lavender. This purple beauty not only adds a pop of color to your garden but also thrives under the scorching sun, asking for little water in return. Next we have sedum, a succulent that's as hardy as it is attractive. Its thick water-storing leaves and star-shaped flowers make it a true champion of drought resistance. Moving on, we encounter the majestic agave. With its rosette of thick, fleshy leaves, agave stands tall and proud, braving the harshest of climates while adding an architectural element to your garden. Then there's the California poppy, a native wildflower that's as carefree as it is colorful. With its vibrant orange blooms, it's a cheerful nod to the sunny state it calls home, and a testament to resilience in dry environments. As we continue our parade, we come across countless other heroes, each one unique in its own way. From the silver foliage of sage to the spiky drama of yucca, from the vibrant hues of zinnia to the delicate charm of echinacea, the world of drought-resistant plants is a diverse and fascinating one. These plants are not just pretty faces, they are warriors in their own right, battling harsh conditions and thriving where others can't. They are the cornerstone of a sustainable garden, playing a crucial role in conserving our precious water resources. Each plant we've met today carries with it a story of survival, a story of resilience. They are the unsung heroes, transforming barren landscapes into vibrant oases, all while asking for very little in return. So as we wrap up our parade, remember each of these resilient wonders. They are the key to a beautiful, water-wise garden that not only conserves resources but also teems with life and color. Each one, a testament to nature's resilience and beauty. Opening. How do you cultivate such a garden? The secret to a thriving drought-resistant garden lies in the careful selection of plants and mindful gardening practices. Let's delve into some quick tips and expert insights that could transform your garden into a water-wise paradise. First, it's important to understand your garden's soil type. Sandy soil, for instance, drains quickly and doesn't retain much water. Loamy soil, on the other hand, holds moisture well and is ideal for water-wise gardening. You can easily determine your soil type with a simple jar test at home. Next, consider mulching. Mulching not only gives your garden a neat, finished look, but it also helps retain soil moisture, suppresses weeds, and adds nutrients back into the soil as it decomposes. Organic mulches like straw, wood chips, or compost are excellent choices for a water-wise garden. Now let's hear from some experts. Botanist Dr. Green says, drought-resistant doesn't mean neglect. Even these hardy plants need some care. Regular pruning encourages new growth and helps the plant conserve its resources. Also, watering deeply but infrequently encourages roots to grow deeper, making the plants more drought-tolerant. Landscaper Miss Bloom adds, when designing a water-wise garden, consider grouping plants with similar water needs together. This method, known as hydrozoning, makes watering more efficient and reduces water wastage. Gardener Mr. Leaf shares, I've found that planting native species significantly reduces water usage. These plants are adapted to local climate conditions and usually require less maintenance. Plus, they attract local wildlife, making the garden a lively space. Lastly, don't forget to fertilize your garden. But choose organic, slow-release fertilizers. They not only feed your plants for a longer period, but are also less likely to leach into groundwater, making them an environmentally friendly choice. As you can see, cultivating a water-wise garden is not just about choosing the right plants. It involves a combination of good gardening practices and a deep understanding of your garden's inherent characteristics. Closing. Even in the face of drought, these plants thrive, and with these tips and insights, so can your garden. Don't just take our word for it. Picture this, a captivating kaleidoscope of lavender, sedum, agave, and California poppy, where once there was only sun-baked soil and a thirsty lawn. This is no fantasy. It's the reality for many gardeners who have chosen to embrace the world of drought-resistant plants. Meet Amy, a seasoned gardener from sunny California. She swapped her water-guzzling roses for the tough, vibrant beauty of agave and sedum. And the result? A visually stunning landscape that thrives even in the heat of summer while using a fraction of the water. Then there's Ben, a green thumb from Texas. He transformed his barren backyard into a thriving habitat for local wildlife with a selection of native drought-resistant plants. His garden is now a buzzing haven for bees and butterflies, offering food and shelter without the need for constant watering. In Arizona we find Maria, who turned her rocky, arid front yard into a sea of color with a mix of lavender and California poppy. She not only cut down her water bills but also became the talk of the neighborhood. Her garden, once a barren wasteland, is now a vibrant oasis, proof that beauty and sustainability can go hand in hand. Each of these gardeners started where you are now, inspired by the idea of a garden that could withstand the heat without draining precious water resources. They took the leap, chose the right plants for their specific conditions, and transformed their spaces into thriving, water-wise gardens. Their gardens stand as living examples of what is possible when we choose plants that are not only beautiful, but also resilient and water-wise. These gardeners have created spaces that are in harmony with their local environment, conserving water, supporting wildlife, and providing aesthetic pleasure all year round. Their gardens, a testament to the power of drought-resistant plants. But it's not just about creating beautiful gardens. The benefits of drought-resistant gardening extend far beyond aesthetics. It's about making a tangible, positive impact on the environment. When we opt for plants that are suited to survive in drier conditions, we are effectively reducing our water usage. Consider this. Traditional gardens can use up to 60 gallons of water per square foot per year. That's a significant amount of water, especially in areas where water is scarce. By switching to drought-resistant plants, we can decrease this usage by up to 80%. Just imagine the amount of water we could save if every garden made this switch. And saving water isn't the only environmental benefit. Drought-resistant plants typically require less maintenance. They don't need to be pruned or fertilized as often, which means fewer garden waste and less use of potentially harmful chemicals. This helps maintain the health of our soil and reduces the amount of waste that ends up in our landfills. But the advantages of drought-resistant gardening don't stop there. By choosing plants that are native to your region, you're also supporting local wildlife. These plants provide food and shelter for a variety of insects, birds, and other animals. By creating a habitat for these creatures in your garden, you're helping to maintain biodiversity in your local ecosystem. Switching to drought-resistant plants isn't just a gardening trend, it's a small yet significant step towards a more sustainable lifestyle. When we make choices that conserve water and support local ecosystems, we are playing our part in the fight against climate change. So, the next time you're planning your garden, consider the impact of your choices. Remember, a beautiful garden doesn't have to come at the cost of the environment. With drought-resistant plants, we can create stunning landscapes that are also kind to our planet. Every plant, every garden makes a difference. Let's make that difference a positive one. Ready to start your journey? As we've seen, transforming your barren garden into a thriving oasis isn't just a dream, it's a reality within your grasp. And it all starts with choosing the right plants. Drought-resistant plants like lavender, sedum, agave, and the California poppy are not only beautiful but also resilient. They require less water and lower maintenance, making them perfect for your water-wise garden. But remember, it's not just about the plants, it's about the practices. Embrace mulching, pay attention to soil preparation, and always plan your garden with water conservation in mind. Every small action counts in our collective effort to conserve water and protect our precious ecosystems. But you don't have to navigate this journey alone. There are numerous resources available to help you. Visit your local garden center where experts can guide you in choosing the right plants for your specific climate and soil conditions. Explore online forums and gardening websites for tips and advice from fellow gardeners. And don't forget, you can always revisit this video for inspiration and guidance. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey towards creating a beautiful, water-wise garden today. Share your progress, share your successes, and share the knowledge you gain. Because when we share, we spread awareness, and when we spread awareness, we make a difference. Together we can create beautiful gardens and conserve our precious water resources.